Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm back again. All right, so in this video, we're going to be designing the email form that we're going to use to send the email. So if you remember, this is how the email looked, and so this is what we're going to be designing within this particular video. All right, so by the way, in order to do all of this, I'm going to use Bootstrap and Font Awesome. So all these this styling that you see here, I used Bootstrap, and then the icons that you see on there, I also used Font Awesome for that. So again, I don't have internet access at the moment, but I'll leave a link in the description below as to where you can download these resources once I upload the video. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this within Explorer. All right, so then what I'm going to do is just going to open another window. So now these resources that I'm going to copy now, I already have them downloaded and saved in my machine. So I'm just going to copy them over. For example, oh, by the way, the Bootstrap version I'm using is Bootstrap 5. So this is the latest version of Bootstrap that I'm going to be using within this project. So I'm just going to go within that folder and then just copy the CSS file. Just going to copy those two. That's it. And then I'm going to come here within the CSS folder and just paste it. Let me just make a folder here for Bootstrap. And then I'm going to paste it all in here. Okay, so if you go to the VS Code, if you check there, um, as you can see, that's the latest version of Bootstrap 5 that I'm using. Okay, so look, you don't need to use Bootstrap. If you don't, you can just create whatever form you want. It's not really relevant, but I just wanted the form to just look nice. All right, and then what else do I need? Oh yeah, I also need um, font awesome. So I'm gonna go back a couple of folders back. Again, I have it downloaded within this project. I mean, within this folder. So I'm just gonna copy that and then just go to over here and then just paste it in there. All right, I'm just gonna let it copy. It might take a while, but let me just pause the video for now. All right, so all the files are done copying, so we can close this now. All right, so I'm going to create another HTML file in here. I'm just going to say email form.html. Oh, by the way, if I didn't explain, for now I'm just doing this here within a different folder, and then we're going to copy this over to once we set up our Laravel project, and then we'll convert these files to Blade files. So for now, I'm just doing the design, and then once we get to Laravel, we'll convert everything to PHP files or slash Blade files. So just gonna send the title there to send news with H Hmail Server. Okay, save that. All right, so let's also import the resources. So I'm gonna say link CSS bootstrap bootstrap.css link again. I'll say CSS font awesome. Okay, what else? I think that's all we need for now. So all right. Okay, so I'm also going to center the form in the middle the same way I did with this particular card, but we need the body to also be the same color. So I'm going to create um, another CSS file here. I'm just going to say form.css. Okay, and basically we're going to just copy exact same thing that we did. So we're gonna start from here. So we're just gonna take what we did for the body and then for the font as well, and then just copy them over here within the form.css. Okay, so now we can close that one and the email template. All right, so here we're gonna import it. Then we're gonna say CSS and then form. All right, so if I come here, I should change that and say email. I think it's email form. Yeah, so it's email form. All right, so the background is the same as the other template. Okay, so now let's say card. All right, so I'm gonna use Bootstrap to do the exact same thing we did with this template. So it's gonna be, we're gonna set the body to display effects, align item center, justify content center. Okay, so for that we're gonna say class, and we're gonna say deflex, and then we're gonna say align items in dash center, and then say justify content, and then also center. All right, let's just start with adding a card there. This is oh, by the way, these classes are Bootstrap classes now, along with that Bootstrap, I mean that card class over there. And in here we're gonna say card header, the end of card header, and then I'm gonna say card header, and then within here we're gonna add an icon. If I remember correctly, I think it's FA mail and then bulk, and then FAS, sorry, aria hidden and then true. Okay, so this class that you see here, this is a font awesome class, so it should give us an icon that looks like there's a bunch of oh yeah, email cards, as you can see there. Okay, then the text is going to be, oh actually I'm going to set a margin, so me, I'm just going to say 2. So that me, the previous Bootstrap version you used to say margin left or margin right, so now it's changed to margin end, and then I think the other one is margin start. So margin end, I think it's from the right side, and then margin start is from the left side, just in case if you were wondering. So I'm going to say me, and then I'm going to set a text here and say send email. So that should put a margin between that text and the icon. All right, there we have it there. So the card itself, I'm going to also make it span about 6 columns. So let's say column, I think it's 6. Okay, yeah, so it's not that bad, but yeah. Okay, so now we need to add the email body. Well, first I'm going to say form. Actually, no, I'm supposed to say card body. Okay, and in here, this is where the email form will go. Okay, so email dot, I mean form dot email form. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, if you check how this is lined up, I'm gonna create a row which is gonna contain the form group elements, label, and then form. and then I'm going to align them together like that, and then and so forth. So to do that, first thing I need is the form group. Oh, actually, sorry, the row, right? And then I'm going to say, then in here, I'm going to add form group. Um, okay, and then so we're going to say also we're going to add the column class. So this is just so that when there's another item, they can line up like the way the first name and the last name is lined up. All right. So within here, I'm going to add a label, and then sorry, uh, right, and then this is going to be your first name. Okay. So now, in order for the icon and the input text to align with each other, I need to put them under a div with a class of input group. So to do that, we're going to say input. Um, sorry, let me put a comment first. Input group, and then right. So I'm going to add the class input group. All right, and then here we're going to start off by setting another class, which is going to be input group prepend. So it's going to be input group prepend. All right, so this div, what it's going to do is it's going to set the icon before the it's going to send whatever we place in here. For example, we're going to put the span element here, which is going to have the class of input group text, right? And I'm also going to say age uh, 100, which is going to give it a height of 100%. So this is going to place the span element before the input text. If I show you now, this is how it looks, right? So if I set an icon within there, what icon did I set for? Okay, it was a guy with a tie. Um, so it's going to be um, the I tag. So we're going to say class. I don't know. I don't remember the name. I think it's FAS and then FA user and then tie. And then again, I'm going to say Araya hidden and then say true. Let me just see now. Okay, yeah, that's correct. So there's our icon over there. So now after the prepend div over there, I can now put in my input text. So it's gonna be name and then first name, and then here I'll just say placeholder. Uh, Let me just name this as your first name, right? So if I place that, then we have it. Oh, I forgot to actually add the Bootstrap class um, form control. All right. So if you check it now, so that's our input tag over there. So now I'm gonna do the same thing for the last name field. So what I'm gonna do is starting from the form group. Remember, this is underneath the row. So starting from here up until where it says end of form group. I'm going to copy that. Actually, let me start from the bottom. I'm going to copy that and then make sure to set it within the row. So here we're going to say, we're going to paste that over there. So this is going to be last name. Let me remove that. And then we're going to change that to last name. All right, and then if you check now, they should be both aligned. All right, as you can see, they both are. So remember, you put it, you create a row, and then you create a form group, and then add the column class in order for them to sit aligned with each other. And then you don't have to put the input group. You can just put in the input text and the label. That's it. I just did this so that you can see that you can do whatever you want when you have Bootstrap and Font Awesome linked to the page. Okay, so what else do we need? We need the email field. So now I'm just gonna copy this form group again, but this time it's gonna be outside of the row. So this is where the row is ending. So just make sure you put it outside the row, and then just paste it right after the tag that says the comment that says end of row, and then just paste it there. I'm gonna indent it a bit, right? And then if you check now, it should be aligned. So I'm just gonna also add a margin between the on the row elements there. So I'm gonna say MB and then just 3, so that there's a bit of space in between the elements. Okay, so now we need to change this to an email. So um, where are we? Okay, so here we're gonna say your email, and then we're gonna change the text, the input text to, the input type to email, and then here we're gonna say your email, and then what else? We can also change the icon to envelope. Let's check it now. Okay, so this is where the sender is going to be putting their details. All right, now we need to add, let me see, we need to add the receiver's email, the title, and the text field. So for that, you just need to copy again this form group. Uh, uh, we're going to paste it there. So we're going to say, what did I name this? Receiver email. Okay, so it's going to be receiver email. And then we're also going to change the, oh, by the way, remember to change this to your email. And then here we're going to say receiver email. We just want to change that to receiver email, and then what else? That's basically it. And then now we're going to add the title. Again, we're going to copy this form group. By the way, add also a margin at the bottom so that there's space in between the elements. And delete that and say email title, right? And then what is this one? I think it's envelope open. Not sure if it's gonna work. Okay, it's working. So it's envelope open, right? So we can just say, we can just put that there. Let me put some space in between your email and receiver email. So I'm gonna say MB3. So that means margin bottom, by the way, if you're wondering. All right, so we got the email title, right? The receiver email, the email title, and then we also need uh, um, oh, it's email subject, not email title. Sorry about that. Um, right, and then we can say subject. And here we say subject. Okay, before we continue, let's check again how it looks. Okay, email subject, enter subject. Okay, so now we need the message. So again, we copy this form group and then just paste it there. So this is going to change to a text field. So we're going to say text area, and then this is going to be message, right? Just give it an ID of message as well. And the class is going to be form control. And then we need to remove that to about 2 columns. We don't 2 rows. I mean, we don't need it to be that big. All right. So let me see. Okay. So I just want to check what icons I set up here. This is a pen. Okay. And then that one is message open. Actually, let me inspect. I just want to see what the names of these other icons are. So I'm going to say body. Yeah, this is the form. That's the card footer. No details. Okay, email message. The icon was. It's gonna copy that there. Envelope open text. Okay. Um, so it looks like I wasn't far off. So if you check now, okay, that's the that's the wrong element. It's supposed to be this one. Okay, and then the other one I think I named. Sorry about that, guys. I don't really remember all the names that I used when it comes to font awesome. So um, that's why I'm actually trying to check what I did. So uh, FA pen alternative. Okay. So here I said pen and then alt. Right. Okay. So there we have it. So we got the right icons. All right. So let me put some spacing again. So the MB3. Right. There should be some spacing. Now we need to add the button. So I'm gonna put a margin again here. I'm gonna say MB3. And then down here, right before the form, we're gonna put the button. So we're gonna say button gonna be send email. Right. Class is gonna be btn btn mb, and then we need to give this a color. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it an ID. Right. And then we're gonna come here within our CSS class. I mean CSS form. I mean file. Okay. And I want the background color. It's going to be that, and then the color of the text is going to be white. So let's check it out. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be a pound sign, not a. All right, so that's our button there. We can put some space in between it by just adding a BR tag. So we'll just do that, and then there's some spacing there. Okay, so that's the form that we're gonna use to send the email. It's not really that complicated, but yeah. If you want to separate the sender's email details, we can just say your email. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we can say HR. Just put a line between them, and then yeah, should separate between the sender's details and the receiver's information. All right, I think that should be it in terms of the form. We still need to set that up within the next within our Laravel project. So that's what we're gonna do within the next video. So for now, they should suffice in terms of what we need for the form. All right, guys. So that's it for the video. Like I said, within the next video, we're gonna be setting up our Laravel project, and we should continue from there. If you've liked what you've seen so far, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys within the next video. Cheers for now.